Welcome to Quizzical, where knowledge starts with a question. Some haunt your dreams, others stalk the darkness. Can you identify all 34 horror movie legends? Let's find out. This unstoppable killer always returns, no matter how many times he's defeated. Who is it? You were looking at Jason Voorhees, the unstoppable force behind Friday the 13th. This legendary villain can read people with frightening accuracy before making his next move. It's Hannibal Lecter, the brilliant psychiatrist with a terrifying secret. Designed to be the perfect companion, this horror icon turns deadly when anyone becomes a threat. Meet Megan, where artificial intelligence meets horror. For centuries, this mysterious evil has preyed upon children and their deepest fears. Meet Pennywise, the terrifying entity that returns every 27 years. No one knows who hides behind this killer because the identity is always changing. It's Ghostface, the masked killer whose identity is never the same twice. Small in size but deadly in ambition, this killer never lets appearances fool his victims. Meet Chucky, one of horror's most recognizable killers. This relentless murderer stalks anyone unlucky enough to wander onto his family's land. That was Leatherface, one of horror's most feared and brutal slashers. This mysterious being offers a terrifying world where pain and pleasure become impossible to separate. You were looking at Pinhead, the guardian of Forbidden's experiences. This horror icon appears whenever victims must make impossible choices to survive. It's Billy, the chilling messenger of Jigsaw's deadly games. Many believe this silent figure is possessed by an evil far more dangerous than it appears. Meet Annabelle, a terrifying symbol of supernatural evil. This ancient evil hides behind a sacred appearance, spreading fear wherever it goes. It's the Nun, the demonic entity known as Valak. This legendary ruler has become the inspiration for countless monsters across film and literature. You were looking at Dracula, the timeless ruler of Gothic horror. Born from an experiment that defied nature, this creature changed horror forever. It's Frankenstein's monster, the creature created by Dr. Victor Frankenstein. Silent, relentless, and nearly impossible to stop, this creature is nature's ultimate hunter. It's the Xenomorph, the perfect organism built to hunt and survive. A single cursed message is all it takes to begin a terrifying countdown. You were looking at Samara, where one curse changes everything. This horror legend is most dangerous when his victims are completely defenseless. You were looking at Freddy Krueger, one of cinema's most iconic psychological horror villains. You're halfway through the horror movie character challenge. The easy ones are behind you, but the real nightmares are just beginning. Are you ready? What begins as a simple dare soon becomes a fight for survival, as an ancient legend returns to claim anyone foolish enough to challenge it. It was Candyman, an urban legend whose name alone has terrified horror fans for generations. Sometimes the greatest danger isn't hiding in the shadows. It's the person standing right beside you. It was Jack Torrance, the troubled caretaker at the heart of one of cinema's greatest psychological horror stories. What begins as strange behavior soon becomes a terrifying battle against a force far beyond human understanding. It was Regan MacNeil, the unforgettable face of one of horror's most chilling supernatural stories. Years of bullying and loneliness push one shy teenager to her breaking point, unleashing a power no one saw coming. Carrie White became a horror icon after one unforgettable night changed everything forever. With a twisted sense of humor and a terrifying smile, this killer enjoys every moment of the hunt. Meet Art the Clown, the silent slasher who became one of modern horror's most feared icons. One terrible curse turns an ordinary man into something he cannot control, leaving fear in its wake. The Wolfman became a horror legend through a curse that could never be escaped. Deep within an unexplored wilderness, an ancient life form has remained hidden for centuries, until curious explorers awakened its fury. It was the creature from the Black Lagoon, a prehistoric predator hidden from the modern world. He never speaks, he never shows mercy, and no matter where his victims run, he always seems to find them. Michael Myers remains one of cinema's most iconic horror villains, feared for his relentless pursuit. Some nightmares don't disappear with the morning. The more you fear this terrifying presence, the stronger it becomes. Meet the Babadook, a terrifying presence that became a symbol of fear and grief. Some monsters don't hunt because they're evil. They exist to punish those who cannot escape their own guilt. Pyramid Head became a horror icon by turning guilt itself into a terrifying enemy. Some legends spread across the internet. Others spread through whispers. This one follows those who discover it and never lets go. It was Slender Man, a mysterious figure who became one of the internet's most famous horror icons. An ancient predator awakens to hunt once again, choosing its victims with terrifying precision before disappearing into legend. That was the Creeper, a terrifying creature driven by an endless hunger. For this legendary hunter, every battle is a test of skill, and only the strongest prey are considered worthy. Meet the Predator, a Yautja warrior whose code of honor makes every hunt a test of skill. This terrifying being preys on guilt, fear, and painful memories, turning the mind itself into a deadly battlefield. That was Vecna, a powerful entity capable of turning painful memories into deadly weapons. Some treasures come with a terrible price. Anyone foolish enough to steal from this ancient being soon discovers that greed can be deadly. It was the Leprechaun, a supernatural killer who never forgives anyone who steals from him. What was once gentle and loyal becomes a relentless force of terror, trapping innocent people in a desperate fight to survive. It was Tsuyo, proving that sometimes the most terrifying monsters are created by tragedy. An unseen predator turns a peaceful summer paradise into a place where every moment of silence hides unimaginable danger. That was Bruce, the unforgettable shark whose hunt became one of cinema's greatest thrillers. The nightmare is over for now. Share your score in the comments, challenge your friends, and subscribe for even more quizzical adventures.